Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Well, within the past couple of days, we've been inundated with the news of rapper Debrat and her wife Judy choosing to use the surrogate of a white man for his sperm. So basically, they chose to have a mixed baby or a biracial baby. That's the route that they chose to take. Now, in this particular video here, I'm not telling anyone who they should choose as their sperm donor or who they should choose to be the father of their particular baby. I want to point out something here in this particular case because these are celebrities. And within the celebrity realm, you tend to have a lot of black female celebrities and probably men too who speak a pro-black jargon, but yet they do the complete opposite when it comes to who the father of their baby is. And I'm going to analyze some of these cases here because they come off being very contradictory. We have Serena Williams, who did date a number of black guys, and people have pointed out that perhaps maybe with Serena, a black guy or the black guys that she dated didn't want to wife her up. I don't really know the case of that, of if she was ready for marriage, if they asked her to marry her, or what. But I do know that she ended up getting married to Alexis Ohanian, and she's pregnant now with her second child by him. But she was one celebrity who spoke very fondly and passionately about growing up in Compton, about her black roots earlier on, about how black people were the main supporters of her and Serena Venus. Now, this was when they were in tennis like 20 years ago. I remember this. But she ended up fathering a baby by a white man. Now, you have to wonder, did she have a bad experience with the black man? Or perhaps with this Alexis guy, this is true love. But she is one of the people who did speak pro-black, but ended up doing the opposite. Now with Halle Berry, she's biracial, but she identifies as black. And Halle Berry is on record saying how she's a proud black woman. But yet before she had a baby with Gabri Aubrey, the former model who turned out to be a racist, she asked Nate Berkus, Oprah Winfrey's interior designer who's gay, will he donate sperm for her babies? And she alluded to something with that Debrat said, that we would have pretty children with our mixture. Now, if you're pro-black, you're not going to speak like that. If you're truly pro-black, you're not going to want to deviate from who you are. If anything, what Halle would have done, if she's truly pro-black, would have found a black father, a black sperm donor, or had a baby with a black man to further increase the intensity of her genes, her already black side. You're not going to go the opposite if you're truly pro-black and you're proud to be a black woman. So therefore, it kind of makes you wonder as to what is really going on with these people. Now, in the case of Debrat, we know that she stated, with the white man, with her wife's eggs, the baby should come out beautiful or pretty, something of that particular nature, which clearly to me indicates self-hatred and a lack of self-acceptance of your features, your phenotype, your hair, who you are as a black person, a black woman. So this is what surprised a lot of people about Debrat, is because she's from Chicago, I believe. She's a rapper. I guess you can call her an OG. And people were very surprised that she would take that particular stance of saying something so foolish. And as I've stated before, I'm not buying the whole there was just one black male. I don't buy that at all. As I pointed out before, they spent $300,000 on a Bentley. She's of the upper echelon as far as earnings go. She could have easily recruited any type of black man. College athlete, great genes, had genetic testing done. to screen out any type of diseases, any type of genetic conditions, but she didn't. So it tells me that she was not really looking for a black donor. Naomi Campbell, as we know, she has been very vocal about the lack of diversity in modeling, the lack of opportunities for black models. And yet, what does she do? She goes out there and get a biracial baby. Some people say the baby's white. I wouldn't go that far. I would definitely say the baby's biracial. But it just goes to show you, where is their mindset at? It's almost like they have one foot in the door and one foot out of the door. And Tyra Banks, the exact same thing from America's Next Top Model. She claims that she did the top modeling because there was lack of diversity and she wanted to showcase all beauty types. But if you can remember on Tyra's show, she was always pointing out how this model, beautiful black woman, Grace Jones is a beautiful black woman. She constantly brought up how black skin was so beautiful and desirable. And remember her My Black is Beautiful campaign, where she was marching in the streets of New York City with all black models? Remember that? And look at what she reproduces. A biracial child with a white man, a Norwegian white man, who made a claim that after Tyra Banks got the baby that she wanted, she kind of like dumped him. So it makes you wonder these women's mindset and if they're really true about what they believe or what they're saying as far as them being proud black women. Here goes Eve. Now, we all know Eve's past. You know, she spoke of being a proud black female. She spoke of black people advancing the cause. But I do believe in Eve's case right here, I think she was gold digging. I really believe that. But you have to wonder, why would you sacrifice your genetics for money, monetary gain? And it's not like she was poor, but I will admit that she did not have as much money as her husband has. But with this being said, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on with these women and people who make this claim. I believe that a lot of people speak out on pro-black causes because they do not want black to be a hindrance towards them. They do not want to be discriminated by being black. They want all the opportunities that is afforded primarily the white dominant race. So therefore, they take on this stance of equality, but this equality is basically to benefit them. It's so they can have all the opportunities that pretty much white models are having or other people are having. That's pretty much what I believe it boils down to. And I should say this. There is a segment there of self-hate. Yes. We know that black people have, colorism steeped within the black community. We know that texturism, hair textures, is a problem with black people, primarily black women, I should say. And I do believe that there's a lot of people, these women here, these celebrities, who have not really gotten through that or gone over it, who have not really dealt with it properly, who are obviously, if they're choosing to sacrifice their womb, they're choosing to sacrifice their genetics. It shows you right there that there's still some deep-rooted issues there. So a lot of this is obviously self-hate, lack of self-acceptance of themselves as black women, their features, their hair. And a lot of it too, they're speaking out is just because they don't want to be hindered. They do not want their blackness to be a blockade. They want full benefits and opportunity. They do not want you to discriminate against them for them being black. That's why they speak out so passionately about that, but yet they do otherwise. They speak black, but yet they breed others. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you all beyond and through.